Do you want to learn how to make a simple art journal background with gelato pastels? I'll show you how in this music-inspired illustration video. Hey, welcome to Create to Uplift. This is your weekly video and I have a brand new illustration for you. Let's get started. So first I want to show you I went shopping. Finally, I got some gelatos, the pastel colors. I have a set of 15. They're beautiful. I'm going to have so much fun with these. So they come with a little brush and some sponges. I also got some stencils. These are fun. This is going to be my first time using this kind of stencils. I have 10 designs and they're nice. I'm excited to try them. I'm going to start with this first one right here, the flower. All right, my first step is just covering my art page with some gesso, and I'm just going to apply a generous amount of gesso on my Panera Bread card. This is where it went. Okay, so I like to use a card because it's easier for me to apply and I don't use as much product. So my first color is nice pink, kind of a peach color, and I'm just doodling right now. I'm going to be using some water on my gelatos, so I'm not really concerned about how I'm doing this. I just want to cover my pages, so I'm doing some color transitions right now from pink to the purple. Nice colors. This is more of a little bit of a gray. Now you can definitely see how simple this art journal background is with applying the gelatos very sporadically. Just have fun with them. So I'm just doodling with my colors. Again, don't overthink this. Just go and play with your pastels and apply them every which way. This is not how it's going to stay because of the water element. Just having fun with those colors. Just wanted to add a little pop of bright green. Now I'm using a spray bottle. Just gonna spray some water and with my finger just blend the colors. I'm not using a brush. I just use or a sponge. It comes with a brush and a sponge. I'm just using my finger. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the left page. They're blending very nicely. All right, now everything is nice and dry, and I'm going to be using a little bit of gold paint on my stencil. This paint is transparent, so right now for my first coat of paint with using the stencil, I don't want it to show too much. So the gold paint again is very transparent. It's not going to be overpowering or anything like that. I just want to get the feel of the stencil. Just going to cover part of it. I'm not going to use the entire surface. And then move to the right corner just a little bit. And now I'm just going to go with a brighter color. I'm using Artist's Loft Acrylics. This is light blue. I use a brush to apply the paint. And again, I'm not trying to make this like too perfect or anything like that. I am going to outline those little flower shape with some darker colors. So right now I'm just experimenting. This is my first time using them. I like it. I mean, it's not giving me like too much of a how can I say that? It's not a defined design because of the color that I'm using. If I was going to use a darker color, I would definitely see more tones and more definition. This is my inspiration for my illustration, small steps every day. So I'm just sharpening my 2B pencil. I'm going to be drawing over the paint. Again, I'm listening to music, and this illustration is inspired by Christian music. I just love to paint, draw, and doodle listening to music. So I'm doing small little lines and just making a woman she's looking back, but she's going forward. She's taking small steps every day. That's what I have in mind while I'm listening to the songs, and as I go on and continue to paint her and to add details, she's gonna come together and she starts telling me a story. That's what happens when I paint. I start with, music, and before I know it, I'm able to tell a story about what I'm drawing. It's really, really cool. Again, I was saying earlier, I don't know if I mentioned, but I am giving you a stencil of a girl so that you can transfer her into your journal with, carbon paper. You can do that and just put your carbon paper in between and transfer and trace the girl. Or you can just print and make her, just place her directly on your page with some matte medium. So now I'm using the paint, just a big blob of blue right there. I just wanted to cover that dress. I'm using the light blue. By the way, I used a Sharpie for half of her face. I really like the color of that Sharpie. And why not? I mean, this is mixed media. So I'm using paint pen, Sharpie, paint. I have my Gelatos Pastels, some gold paint, and a little collage, not much. So I am painting now, and that makes me happy because I love my brush. I love pens and I love those tools that I'm using, but when I grab my paintbrush, I'm like, oh, I'm happy because I love using my artist brushes. They make me feel like they just give you this freedom. And if you're afraid of painting and small brushes and outlines scare you, please practice and just see artist tools as an extension of your hand, an extension of your personality even, because even your brushstroke has something to do with your personality when you start to let go. And same thing, as I was saying, small steps every day. If you want to practice your brushstrokes and outlining and defining, just practice a little bit more every day. So right now I'm just using a brown acrylic paint and slowly going over my outlines. So the girl that I drew is looking behind her, but she's leaning forward. She's definitely going forward, climbing some steps and taking small steps, but also going upward. So she is looking back, but she's not going to go back. In a way, I think she's kind of thinking, of the past, and she'll never go back. And I think the song that I chose is perfect because it does say, I'm never going back, I'm never turning back. And I'm putting a thread or a rope that she is attempting to grab. And again, I'm listening to some music. I'm listening to some Christian music right now, and this illustration is inspired by the music I'm listening to. Again, doing some outlines. And the reason why I'm going to actually change my mind and go with a red dress is I just wanted more contrast on my page. So, you know, you can always change your mind. Paint is easy to fix. Here are the steps. I apologize, I didn't lift my journal enough. You're missing a little bit of the foot, but you're going to see it in just a little bit. I'm going to actually move my book and you'll be able to see the entire image. I love that pink underneath the blue. It's really pretty. So now I just switched to my my Pitt artist pen. Faber-Castell has some really great illustration pens. These are great just to paint over, draw over paint. And I'm using that peach color to add some flesh tone on her, just to kind of give her a little bit of color. And I'm going to use my tiny brush with a little bit of water just to blend that real quick. I'm not covering too much of it. Now with the tiniest brush I own, I'm doing those tiny little lips, and there's actually a strand of hair going over her lips, so I'm just kind of detailing the hair, and I have a little bit of red in my paintbrush. I'm just adding some red in the thread in the stairs, and well, as you will see, I decided to put that really deep red in her dress, and that made me happy. For now, I'm just playing with my gelatos, just adding some white. Just using a little water to blend the gelato. I really like using the pastels. So now I just went back to my acrylics and just doing some finger painting, having fun. I'm going to give you a stencil of the girl. So you can see the stencil in the description below. Just print it and you can transfer her onto your page with a carbon paper. Again, you have the link in the description. Just look on my kit.com account and you have the list that brings you directly to Amazon for whatever you need to order. Now I'm using some matte medium. I just bought a brand new bottle of Liquitex matte medium and it's working like a charm. I love the Liquitex. I was using another one for my other pages and this one is so good. It's a little bit more pricey, but it's totally worth it. I'm putting a little bit of water in my my paint, so I have a red, pink, and brown. So it's giving me kind of a burgundy, and I'm going to do a little bit of flowers in the background. I think it represents the girl going towards, she's flourishing towards a garden, towards a better future. I really like the song. I'm never going back. Never. I wouldn't want to go back to a life before Jesus. It was way too stressful. I never thought I'd be so open to talk about it as well, you know? Okay, I am defining that stencil, those little shapes, and I like the effect that it's giving me. Again, you know, those stencils this is something totally new for me. I usually do all my backgrounds and all my painting, composition all by myself. So I'm going to learn how to use them, but I'm happy about this effect. It's nice and it's very whimsical, and I think you know by now that I love whimsical. Just adding some little berries, some little petals. Small steps every day. You know, even if you're a new mom, we don't go to school to be a mom. We learn with our instinct, with our, we learn as we go, one day at a time, one sleepless night at a time. Oh, I hope you find time to relax. New moms, even if you're a new grandma, we kind of forget also how much of our time being a new mom or having to take care of a new baby can be. I don't know why I'm thinking of babies right now. I'm painting a red dress. So yeah, I went over the blue and look at this color. It's just beautiful. I used just red. It's a pure, actually it's a bright red. And just putting it on top of that blue made me very happy. It's giving me a contrast. It's making her just like more bold and ready to go forward. Maybe she looks almost ready to take bigger steps. I don't know. She looks fierce. I like the red dress. And now just playing with the back of my brush, doing little dots, just to, add a little bit of detailing to the paint. Yeah, I think I was thinking of babies because I've been looking at pictures of my niece in Quebec. I saw their new babies last summer, and they're growing so fast. It's amazing. But thank you, social media, for the ability to see our family grow up when we're so far away. And babies, they take small little steps every day, and soon enough they start running. Okay, well, my page is almost done, and I'm just having fun adding the last details. I hope you enjoyed my video. It would really, really help me if you hit that like button. As a new channel, Google and YouTube recognizes the likes, and if you leave a comment, that would make me super, super happy. I answer all my comments. And tell me, did you like the blue dress better or the red dress? That is the question. I like the red, but maybe you like the blue. Let me know. I decided to put a little flower on her shoulder. Almost done. Last little red in her hair. As an artist, it's always really important to know when to start. When are you done? And that last little brush stroke of red just told me I was done. So I love her. She is ready to take small steps every day and go forward and face her future and be confident, especially with that red dress. I like how she's whimsical, and I love the effect of the the gesso underneath with all the texture, and that stencil worked out good. Loved playing with my new pastels. That was fun. So again, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And you can also watch more videos. Just look at the screen right now. You have what YouTube recommends, and yeah, check out more videos. Connect with me on Twitter and Instagram at Paint with Nat. And until I see you again next week, be creative. Bye.